At the old city pool in Marquette, Michigan. For those of you that don't know where it is, it's on Presque Isle Park. In a couple days here, we're going to take a dive into this water and we're going to see what kind of ecosystem is actually existing down there. On the north side, we have a new school of minnows that range in a couple thousand. We do end up with painted turtles in here. And here we're standing at the 12-foot mark. So the interest is we have one NMU student that's interested in converting this pool into an ecosystem that we could actually monitor and see how well we can use it just as a concrete pool, not so much taking all this concrete out, which would cost thousands and thousands of dollars, and actually restore this area into something usable. It wouldn't be a pool, as later in the summer this does get infested with goose poop and all kinds of stuff. But we're going to take a look at the bottom, see what's actually in there, and I'm expecting it to be pretty silty. We could see the bottom if the bottom had some kind of design on it or something, but pretty much you can look straight down and see a grayish bottom. So I'm assuming there's going to be a lot of silt. I'm also assuming that there should be some fish, and we'll see exactly what we're going to come face to face with. And we've got to do it within the next couple days, as I can see that there's a bacterial film starting to form, at least on this end here. So if you're interested in the outdoor pool here, follow us on this Facebook, and we'll keep you updated. We're going to hopefully have ABC 10 out here to help us put together some kind of story from a scientific aspect. Here's another view of the city pool, and we're at about the 3-foot mark. A lot of what we see is leaves and there's some debris. I'm not seeing, there's a couple of things that baskets people have actually dropped in the water. They did grow last year. I don't know if we'll remove those or not. The one thing we do have to be concerned about is whether any plants that would be in a natural marsh would actually overtake this pond. So we're gonna have to watch the growth of this stuff. This area we usually end up seeing painted turtles swimming around. It's pretty cool. Right here I don't see any minnows or anything. We'll take a look down here. I know there's minnow spawns down here, and we should have tadpoles in there too. There's actually right here, I don't know if it's even gonna come up, but we got a minnow pod right directly in front of us there. Obviously I can't swim out there today. They're gone now. But here we are on probably about a 1-foot depth here. And if you see the water moving, what you can't probably see are the thousands of tadpoles that are getting ready to develop into probably peepers and toads, hopefully. Let's see if we can get up there and get a closer look. They're pretty skittish, and some of those are actually minnows. So let's take a look and see what we can find. There we go. Nice view of them. As I get closer, they should probably, there we go. Those are actually all minnows. So what will happen is we'll end up getting predatory birds in here that'll come and take those if they get bigger. I know there's bigger fish in here. It's just hard to tell exactly where they are. But there's another pod of them coming out there. Let's back this up a little bit. There we go. There. So it's pretty neat. So there is life in this pond. You know, the question is can you make it a viable ecosystem by leaving the concrete in there, or spending upwards of $100,000 to take the concrete out. So here we are at one of the interesting features of the old pool. And what this is a canal. Back this up a little bit. There we go. It's a canal. We'll follow it all the way to its source. And this was a source for the water back in the day to come from the lake, along with pumping and filtration somewhat. I'm not too familiar with that. But let's take a walk and see if we can't follow this to its conclusion. I notice there's quite a bit of brown algae started. So we do have some brown algae started. It's better than green or red for all intents and purposes. Given the nature of the trees around here, I would assume it's probably going to be not that harmful or toxic. Normally I would edit this part of the video out, but we'll go this far as we can. And it's starting to grow in pretty well, so the chances of actually getting enough water out of the lake, it's pretty slim. And then we'll go on the other side of the fence and we'll follow this just for a little bit of further information for the viewers. So this corner is where we left off. And it's a little bit marshy in there to go stomping through. But right along that line where my finger is still that canal. We're going to take a little bit farther walk, a little farther down. We got some visitors. Try not to scare them off. But here we are, looking back toward the city pool. See you guys. And then we're going to take it all the way up to the lake. So here we are where the water back in the day used to come from for the pool. I'll take a walk up here. And I would assume at some point it's probably had better access to water. So one hypothesis, given funding in the form of donations and grants, would be to actually clear this out all the way back to the pool, allow water from the lake to actually re-enter. And the only disadvantage really would be that the exchange of water in the pool and what's coming in isn't going to be all that great. There again, it's donations and grants that would be the issue. But we could open that back up to allow more water back into that pool, and it would also allow other creatures and clams, or not clams, but snails and stuff to come and enter into the pool. And then we develop that ecosystem up.